call this meeting to order. Good evening, everybody.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 27, 2023. Copies of the agenda were provided to the newspaper, posted on public bulletin boards and the Township website.
Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Here.
Councilwoman Contarero.
Here.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Here.
Councilwoman Creighton.
Here.
Councilman Menachino.
Here.
Vice President Zapsik. Here. President DeYoung.
Here.
Thank you.
We have a very special group coming up. We have Daisy Troop from St. Dominic's. Would you guys like to come on up to do the Pledge of Allegiance for me? Pledge of Allegiance followed by a moment of silence. Oh, I love it. Ready? Moment of silence real quick. Okay. Thank you, ladies. That was very good. Madam Clerk, please file the reports from all the municipal officers. Can I have a motion and a second to approve the February 14th meeting minutes?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Contarero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Creighton.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes. Next, we are going to do I'm going to do the students of the month, just to get them out of here. Yeah. We're going to do the high school students of the month, and Council Vice President Zapsik will be doing the awards. Fun little fact tidbit, this was one of the very last acts of Mayor Ducey was signing all these certificates, so you have a collector's item.
Oh, very exciting.
I wonder if he's watching it on YouTube.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the council and our former mayor, who signed the certificates, to recognize the students of the month from Brick Township High School and Brick Memorial High School. So we'll start with Brick Township High School. For the 9th grade, we have Jonathan Clavejo.
None of them are here.
For the 10th grade, Kyle Detata. Okay. For the 11th grade, Dylan Kjaroff. And for 12th grade, Ever Godoy Elvier. Alrighty. We will make sure that the students get their certificates. Brick Memorial High School. 9th grade, Jessica Kravinsky and Trevor Selman. I think they're in reverse order. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay. For the 10th grade, Giselle Lizardi and Irini Nassam. In the 11th grade, Logan Luzardi and Nicholas Marabo. And in 12th grade, Aiden Murphy and Alexis Colangelo.
It wasn't working. It wasn't working.
Thank you. Yeah, and Trevor, would you? Do you want me to move this out of the way?
Thank you, gentlemen. Well done. Next is our Brick United American Youth Cheer Champions, and I'm going to ask Councilwoman Ponterero to come down, and we're going to invite up the Brick United D8 group. Come on up, ladies.
Okay. As President DeYoung said, I can tell you that these documents may very well have been the last signed by Mayor John Ducey. So collector's items, yes. eBay, yes. Okay, so we're tonight honoring incredible athletes that were lucky enough to be residents of Brick. Although they be tiny, they be fierce. We have a fabulous program in Brick, United Football and Cheer, which is town-wide and gives our kids an opportunity to compete at the highest levels in the sports of football and cheerleading. Whereas the Brick United Division A added their own chapter to the storied history of our community by having a remarkable competition season, and after months and months and months of training, right, the Division 8 cheer team took first place at the Jersey Shore Cheer Championship and the Big East Cheer Championship. Their season culminated with their winning the national championship at the American Youth Cheer National Championship this past December in Florida. Yes. And so we are going to first recognize the remarkable coaches. And as I call each one's name, if you can just come and stand on this side so I can give you your proclamation, because then you're in charge of giving the girls theirs. So we have wonderful head coach Brittany Shepard. Congratulations. We have Jennifer Burgess. Rock stars. Okay, we have assistant coach Jillian Lacandro. And then we have demonstrator Ainsley Mazzeo and Avery Rosamalia. And then we have the manager, coordinator, Holly Geronimo. Next, we're going to recognize our cheerleaders, and as I say their name, it'd be great if the coach can hand them their certificate. All right. Are we listening? It's your turn. Ready? Okay. We have, we have Grayson Barrett. Juliana Baxter. Jocelyn Burgess. Adalyn Dietrich, Lucille Dwyer, Joy, Gerard, Joey Gerard. I'm sorry. Emiliana Latoure. Beautiful. Alexis Lechrock. Ava Lacandro. Melody Luciano. Fallon Stewart Grimes. Jania Taylor. Amelia Thomas. Nora Williams. Felicity Yeager. And last but certainly not least, we have Lana Zing. Congratulations to all of our wonderful athletes.
Parents can come up closer if you want to get the picture better. Yeah.
All right, thank you, ladies. Brick United D8 can get out of the room. And now we're going to bring in Brick United D10.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Everybody ready to honor some more unbelievable athletes? Yes. We are also honoring Division 10 cheer team today. The Division 10 cheer team, they added their own chapter to our storied history in Brick of having amazing athletes as well. After months of training and practicing, the Brick Division 10 cheer team took first place at the Jersey Shore Cheer Championship and the Big East Cheer Championship, and likewise their season terminated with their winning the national championship at the American Youth Cheer National Championship this past December in Florida, right? Okay, so first we'd like to acknowledge, yes, time. Oh, time out.
Go on, Mariana.
I love the jacket. Do they make them in like old lady size, the jacket? Can we all get one? Am I too old? Okay. All right, so first we're going to recognize our outstanding coaches of Division 10, which is Jennifer Burgess first. You're a busy lady. Yes, you are. Congratulations. Okay, and we have Marie Flores. And we have assistant coaches Nicole DiStefano. Congratulations. And we also have Alexandra Marlowe. We have Catherine Murphy. Caitlin Romero. And manager and coordinator, Holly Geronimo. Don't try to get out of it. You can't. Okay. Okay. And now let's recognize these ladies. All right. We have Abigail Alemo, Juliana Burgess, Olivia Case, Alyssa Crotty, Olivia DeFalco, Isabella Jerez, Isabella DiStefano, Gianna Di Matteo, Isabella Flores, Jordan Frickle, or Frick, Malia Gagliardi, Caitlin Coance, Cristiana Gracias, Gianna Lucandro, Madison Lydon, Jacqueline Marlowe, Campbell Matos, Corinne Matos, Kayla Murphy, Charlene Nemiroff, Adelina Pauliello, beautiful, Lorelei Pauliello, Cameron Platt, Lily Portaleos, Maggie Prisblowski. And finally, Summer Sullivan. And so, we are declaring on behalf of former Mayor John Ducey, it's hard to say that, and to our sitting council, we want to honor you guys by proclaiming Thursday, March 2nd to be what? Your own day just for Division 10. It's your day in this. Congratulations. Okay. You take some pictures.
Joanne. Oh, yeah, it's a little one.
Okay. Thank you, Brick United D10. You guys file on out and bring on D14.
No, thank you. It was awesome. You guys are amazing. Amazing. While Division 10 is heading out, can we bring up Division 14? Can we do that, or they're not leaving? They're not, no.
Brick United D14, come on in.
Brick United Division cheer team equally had an amazing season this year, and they have certainly added their own stories to this season's competitions. This team took first place at the Jersey Shore Cheer Championship and took second place at the Big East Cheer Championship. Their season culminated with their winning the national championship at the American Youth Cheer National Championship in December in Florida as well. Got a lot of winners this year. Beautiful. This past weekend, D14 participated in the Youth Cheer and Dance Association competition that occurred on 2/26 at Atlantic City at the Convention Hall. They took global grand champs and received the overall highest scoring routine in the whole competition. Very amazing. So we're again going to recognize our coaches first. We have Kaylee Baldwin. No, nobody is in? None of them? Oh, good. Good.
It's so weird. There was like a big line of people trying to get in here, and this is all that got in here was before we came. I mean, at like 6:30. There was the scouts. There was cheer squads. I made a mistake in telling you what's on there. I mean, it's gonna take 40 minutes. There's like a person a minute coming in. I have no idea. We could have kept the parents in here and just left the kids in the hall. Yeah. He was like freaking out. Everywhere. Oh, really? And then the people that were in here, he made them all leave. I came in and it was empty. I was like, what happened? I'm supposed to have at least the one group in there at a time. He made everybody leave? Not, I think they told me. Oh. It's a hot commodity nowadays. You can't find the bags. Here. Actually, you didn't say that.
sorry. It's your moment. It's fine. Okay, likewise, just like Division 8 and Division 10, Division 14 had an amazing year as well. They took it all the way up to first place at the Jersey Shore Cheer Championship, took second at the Big East Cheer Championship, and then took it where to Florida again, and they took it at Florida, winning the American Youth Cheer National Championship in December. Amazing, amazing job. And then, if all that wasn't enough, they conquered again this past weekend at the Youth Cheer and Dance Association competition in AC. This past weekend, taking global grand champs and receiving the overall highest scoring routine. And this awesome team is led by head coach Morgan Scott. So I need her. Congratulations. It may not be your name. Okay. Okay, next we have assistant coaches Jacqueline Derez. And Andrea Bevacqua. Bevacqua. Okay. And then we have demonstrators Emily Dolan and Mia Danzowitz. Congratulations. And then I'm just going to ask the coaches as I read the girls' names if you can hand out in alphabetical order. Okay. So our athletes this year on Team Division 14, we have Kaylee Baldwin. Stella Breitenbrook. Jocelyn Kanjura. Isabella Colombo. Julie Jansfero. Gianna Derez. Jaden Everin. Alyssa Escalante. Delara Jablonski. Carolyn Quantas. Quants. There you go. Angela Moroda. Lillian Martinez. Ava Morse. Carly Munk. Kelly Murtha. Isabella Neal. Ava Norman. Kayla O'Keefe. Harper Patrick. Savannah Perrin. Montana Salerno. Riley Scardilli. Bella Schmitz. And finally, Grace Yakovchuk. Sorry. In recognition of all of your amazing work, we are declaring March 3rd of 2023, it is Division 14 Day in Britain.
All right, Joanne, is it all right if I speak? Council, do you mind if I speak while they're taking the last picture? This way we kind of condense it down a little bit. Council, Andrea, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Council President, Joanne, and I know former Mayor Ducey, which it sounds very weird to say that. Mayor Ducey was a huge supporter in anything and or everything that Brick Football and Cheer did, so I'd like to thank him. Joanne, for your support over the years, and council for your support over the years. We thank you very, very much, not just for everything that you've done, but for tonight. We know it's a tough night, and to spend 45 minutes recognizing the children of the town and the coaches of the town, I appreciate it greatly. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? Yes, how are you? You too.
Hey, Ma, how are you? Good to see you.
I don't know where she went.
We had a little intermission. There was too much talking. Very exciting. Good seeing you guys. Good to see you.
You too, Jay. It was great seeing you. Take care. Congratulations. No, his kid got him the rubber. Oh, his girlfriend's. Yeah. Your mother?
All righty.
Oh, his mother.
Go? Should I go? She said go. She's fine. Should I go?
Oh, no,
Yeah, I know.
The mayor appointment.
Okay, we're going to be moving on to Resolution 4, authorize appointment of mayor. Mr. Starkey, would you like to explain the process
I would,
for
Council
us?
President. Thank you. I think everyone knows by now Mayor John Ducey, who served this town well for, I think, over 10 years, resigned yesterday to become a Superior Court judge. That resignation creates a vacancy in the office of the mayor, and that vacancy is to be filled in accordance with state law. State law provides the procedure in which the mayor's seat is filled. And what that procedure is that the Democratic Municipal Committee provides 3 nominees to the Township Clerk. The Municipal Committee did that last night. They have provided 3 names of eligible candidates to the Township Clerk, which are then provided to the Township Council. The Township Council then, tonight, chooses one of those names by majority vote, and that person will then be immediately, tonight, sworn in as the mayor of Brick Township. Mayor Ducey's resignation also will trigger an election this November, and that is to fill out the balance of his term. In November, there will be 2 years left on his term, so there will be an election in this November to fill out the last 2 years of Mayor Ducey's term. But in the meantime, from now until that election, the council's selection of mayor tonight will be the mayor of Brick Township for the next 8 months or so. So with that, Council President, I leave it back to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Starkey. As he said, the council was presented a letter with 3 names. One of them was Tom Curtis. He is the chairman of the BTMUA and also an IBEW member. Eileen Delaval, who works for an engineering firm and is a state committee woman, and Councilwoman Lisa Crate. She served, obviously, up here 2 terms as president, I believe 2 terms as vice president, and those are the 3 names that we are presented here with tonight. Can I have a nomination for mayor?
I'd actually like to move to appoint Lisa Crate to the position of mayor of the Township of Brick, and I've got some things that I'd like to say as well. Lisa is qualified to fill this position. She's extraordinarily qualified to fill this position. Lisa is qualified because she has experience. This is her 8th year on the town council. where she has served our community faithfully and diligently. During this time, Lisa has been the president of the Town Council for 2 separate years and has served as vice president for 3 separate years. She's also served on the Land Use Committee, the Recreation Committee, the Business and Finance Committee, and has chaired the Public Works Committee. She knows how our town works and how to effectively conduct the business of governing. Lisa is qualified because she has initiative. She's been the originator of many, many programs and events within BRIC. An example of this is that she worked to create the Kids for Canines events, which proudly showcase our fine police department's canine units, and helped raise money for canine trauma kits and canine Narcan. She is the force behind the Town Council's Trunk or Treat display for as long as we can remember, and literally thousands of BRIC's kids have enjoyed her Charlie Brown, Muppets, and Monster Inc. displays. Lisa is qualified because she has respect. She has worked closely with our local veterans on many projects around town over the years. This includes the creation of the Fallen Heroes banners at Windward Beach and the refurbishing of the Veterans Memorial right outside in front of our town hall. Lisa is qualified because she has deep roots in our community, living here in BRIC with her husband, Will, and their family for nearly 3 decades. During that time, she has served her broader community as a public school teacher, changing lives and building a better future for our shared society. Lisa is qualified because she is a natural leader. Beyond her leadership on our town council, she has been a union leader for the last 4 years, serving her colleagues and union members to protect their rights. Lisa is qualified because she is the type of person that tirelessly gives back. In her personal time, she works with people throughout the county that are in need. She has spearheaded programs at the school at which she works that allow underprivileged students to acquire clothing and shoes and school supplies for minimal cost. She held a coat drive that distributed 2,000 coats to those in need, and through her work with her union is running a program to facilitate low-cost eye exams. To put it simply, Lisa cares. She cares about BRIC. She cares about our kids in our schools. She cares about our seniors. She cares about our veterans. She cares about the less fortunate amongst us. She cares about each and every one of your neighbors, my neighbors, and our neighbors. It is for these reasons that I trust Lisa Crate, and that the residents of BRIC trust Lisa Crate. It is for these reasons that our community has elected Lisa twice to serve us all on this town council. And it is for these reasons and many more that I encourage my fellow council people to vote to appoint Lisa to be BRIC's next mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a second on the nomination of
Second.
Lisa? Are there any other nominations out of the 3? Seeing none, close nominations, roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Crate.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes. Congratulations. We will now ask, I don't know if I call you councilwoman or mayor, we're going to administer the oath of office right now. Family, come on up. Mayor, do you have a few things to say?
So I know I have some big shoes to fill. Very clear on that. Good evening to everybody, and thank you for coming out. I know it's been a long night so far, so I appreciate you listening for just a few more minutes. First, I'd like to thank my colleagues on council for their confidence that they've placed in me tonight. It is truly appreciated and honored, and Councilman Ambrosino, thank you so much for your confidence. I appreciate it. I'd also like to thank my parents who are here tonight, and my husband Will and my children Colleen and William. Thank you. Being appointed to serve as mayor and to follow in the footsteps of John Ducey is a great honor and responsibility that I do not take lightly. 8 years ago, I was honored when John called me and asked me to join the Ducey team and run for my first seat on town council, and I'm so glad that I said yes. Because over the past 8 years, we have accomplished so many great things together. The Brick Farmers Market, the senior shuttle bus service, new parks, an expanded police department, concerts, family events, and more have improved the quality of life in our community. We've also met challenges caused by the recovery from Sandy and the COVID-19 pandemic, and each time we persevered. And the really cool thing is, as we did all of that together, we were able to keep municipal spending under control and slow the tax growth of previous administrations and mayors. This was all possible because Mayor Ducey, this council, and the Township administration has been guided by one principle: do what is best for Brick Township. We have always worked to put the people of Brick first in everything that we do. This is not lost on our residents. When they look at this government, they don't see Democrat or Republicans. They see elected officials who are working for them and putting their interests first, not the interests of a political party. Because let's be honest, it's not like there's a Democratic or Republican way to pave a road or a Democratic or Republican way to collect garbage. We're here for our residents. It doesn't matter what our political affiliation is. I honestly feel like Brick Township is the model for what can be accomplished through unity and cooperation. Not just here in Town Hall, but when a community works together towards common goals. We saw this just recently when the community came together to oppose the plan to develop over 30 acres of pristine land and build nearly 60 homes. This administration and council were unanimous in our opposition to the plan and worked with the county to reach an agreement to save the property from development. We saw it tonight in the names and on the uniforms and shirts of the students who were here, those outstanding teams. Brick United. I have lived here in Brick for nearly 30 years, and I have to say, this town is better now than it was when I first moved here 30 years ago. And it's better than it was 10 years ago when Mayor Ducey took charge. This is due in large part to the policies and initiatives of John Ducey, but our work is not done. As mayor, I will continue these policies and build upon the foundation that we've grown over the last 10 years. This year alone, we will be opening the new Senior Services Center on Aurora Place, working towards the implementation of a new program for seniors in need of transportation for dialysis treatments, unveiling EV charging stations at Township Parks and Town Hall, refurbishing Cedar Bridge Manor Park, welcoming the new sports dome at the former Food Town site, refurbishing the scooter and BMX park at Drum Point Sports Complex, and so much more. And although Brick is one of the largest municipalities in New Jersey, all of these programs continue to give Brick Township that small town feeling that everyone loves. And none of these things would have been possible if we hadn't worked together to make it happen. So over the next few weeks, I'll be meeting with the business administrator, members of the council, the chief of police, municipal department heads, and staff and community leaders to discuss our shared goals to work together to make Brick the best that it can be. And I'm going to be providing regular updates at these meetings about the good work we're doing together, so stay tuned. I'm proud to call Brick Township my home. I'm proud to be raising my family here. As mayor, I will work tirelessly to ensure that everything we do is done with that one goal in mind: do what is best for Brick Township. It was Mayor Ducey's guiding philosophy, and I plan to follow his lead and continue in that legacy. So I thank you, and I look forward to the honor of serving as your mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We are going to be moving on to resolutions 5-1. Madam Clerk.
Consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. If discussion is desired on any item, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
5-1.
Authorize award of bid, purchase and delivery of aggregates and asphalt.
Councilman Menachino.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the award of bid for the purchase of delivery and aggregates and asphalt to several vendors in accordance with the schedule of prices. These vendors are American Bituminous Company from West Collingswood Heights, Brick Wall Corporation from Forked River, Central Jersey, Hot Mix Asphalt from Jackson, Greenway Industries of New Jersey from Farmingdale, RWV Land and Livestock South from Jackson, Stavola Construction Materials from Tinton Falls, Trap Rock Industries from Kingston, and Walter R. Earl Corporation from Farmingdale. This is a 2-year contract from commencing on March 24, 2023 and ending March 23, 2025. Notices were provided to 22 prospective bidders from our bidders list, and 14 picked up bid packages. 9 bids were received. Thank you.
Thank you. 5-2.
Authorize award of bid, purchase and delivery of various doors.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution authorizes the award of bid for the purchase and delivery of various doors to Motion Hollow Metal and Hardware, Inc. of Lakewood. This bid is for doors used throughout the township for in-house construction projects. These materials will be needed on various projects during our year, including renovation of the future senior center on Aurora Place and construction of a new special operations garage to be constructed at the rear of Town Hall property. As a rebid, a notice to bidders was placed in the Asbury Park Press and posted on the township website. 2 potential bidders picked up bid packages, and we received 1 bid. Thank you.
Thank you. 5A.
Authorize agreement for beach maintenance Seneca Dunes.
Councilman Albanese.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the execution of shared service agreement with Seneca Dunes Homeowners Association for beach sweeping maintenance for the 2023 summer season. All costs for manpower and equipment will be paid for by the association, including manpower, equipment, and diesel fuel for the beach rake.
Thank you very much. Resolution 5-4.
Authorize shared service agreement with Manilokin Code Enforcement Services.
Council Vice President Zapsik.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the renewal of a shared services agreement with the Borough of Mantoloking for code enforcement services. In this agreement, Brick Township code enforcement officers will respond to property maintenance violations on a part-time, as-needed basis in the Borough of Mantoloking and be reimbursed for those services to cover the costs. Thank you.
Thank you. 5-5.
Authorize special events permit Coast to Coast.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes a special event permit for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society to conduct a Bike MS Coast to Coast event scheduled for Saturday, May 13th between the hours of 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. along Route 35, specifically the northbound and southbound bike lanes. Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 5-6.
Authorize special events permit St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Councilwoman Pontarera.
Thank you again. This resolution authorizes a special events permit for PJ Sweeney's to conduct their St. Patrick's Day event on March 17th between 11 a.m. and 1 a.m. at the restaurant on Brick Boulevard. Thank you.
Thank you. 5-7. Tax collector.
Thank you. 7A, 100% DAV, widow of veteran for Block 1179, Lot 25. 7B is a tax overpayment for the year 2023 for Block 701, Lot 9.05. 7C, tax overpayments for the year 2021 and 2022 appeals, Block 446.19, Lot 7. 7D is tax overpayment for a 2022 appeal for Block 670, Lot 4.
Very good. Can I have a motion and a second on the consent agenda, please?
Motion. Second.
Open to council for comments or questions. Seeing none, close council. Open to public for councils on the resolutions only. Yes. Oh. Just flip it around. Thank you, Sam.
I can take my mask off, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Funny, I'm one of the few people still learning. Sam Foster, 108 Teakwood Drive in Brick. Two questions on the consent agenda here. They're on numbers 5 and 6. The Coast to Coast and St. Patrick's Day celebration. The permits that are issued, Brick Township, does Brick Township receive revenue from them, or is it just a free, how does that work? Do we receive anything in the budget from that financially?
Madam Clerk, do they have to put in a permit fee to do?
Well, there's an application fee, but we don't receive revenue from their actual event. Are you asking if there's
Yeah,
an
that's what I was
application?
asking for,
No.
yeah. So there's no charge for the event?
There is an application fee, yes, it's
Okay,
$100.
yeah. I was just curious because my block, years ago, my street had a block party, and we had to pay for they had the whatever those things are, the sawhorses, those things are. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't a lot of money. I was just curious about that. Yeah, because I know one of these events is the multiple sclerosis, since that's like a charitable
Yes.
thing. I can understand you wouldn't want to, the charities to charge them, but thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else on the consent agenda? Seeing none, close public. Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
I vote yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to 5-8, bill resolution, computer 2023.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $12,167,230.58.
Can I have a motion and second on the computer bill resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council, close council. Open to public for questions on the bill, computer bill resolution. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to 5-9, bill resolution manual 2023.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $1,865,117.12.
Motion and a second, please.
Motion.
Any open to council? Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions on the manual bill resolution only. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to ordinances on the first reading. There is no public hearing on first reading. 6-1.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 245, Attachment 5, captioned Schedule of Area, Yard and Building Requirements to establish maximum accessory building heights and setback requirements.
Councilman Minikino.
Thank you. The Council Land Use Committee is recommending this ordinance for consideration. Currently, there is no height limit in place for accessory structures such as garage, shed, pole barn, etc. in residential zones. This proposed ordinance limits the height of an accessory structure in residential zones, which varies from 18 feet in a smaller zone to 33 feet in a rural zone. Thank you.
Very
A
good.
residential zone, sorry.
There you go.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council. Close council. Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes. Moving on to 6-2.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 168 to authorize and establish requirements and fees applicable to municipal dredging permits.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. The township has invested significant money into the development of a permit application that was recently approved by the state to allow for individual property owners to contract for dredging. This permit application alone saves each and every lagoon property owner significant time and money. The table has been set for individual property owners to proceed with dredging their slips with the simple process of receiving a permit to do so from our engineering department. This ordinance establishes the requirements for a dredge permit and applicable fees. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Open to council. Close council. Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are now moving on to ordinance 6-3.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending the Township Code to create a new Chapter 277 to be entitled Mercantile Licenses.
In August, Governor Murphy signed into law a bill requiring all business owners and multifamily rental units to maintain certain levels of liability insurance through a business and insurance registry. The new law requires that all business owners of multifamily and multifamily rental units annually register a certificate of insurance with the municipality where the business or rental unit is located. The state does not make an appropriation for the cost municipalities are sure to incur to enforce its policy. A municipality is, however, authorized to charge a reasonable administrative fee for the certificate of registration. The council's Business and Finance Committee is recommending this ordinance to ensure compliance with the state law. Committee members met with the Chamber of Commerce, who supported the need for the license at a minimum fee of $25. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Open to council. Close council. Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes, I apologize. I think I may have said that was on second reading, but that's still on first. This ordinance is now on second reading. It's our bond ordinance for the acquisition property of open space preservation. Madam Clerk.
Bond ordinance providing for the acquisition of real property for open space preservation purposes by and in the Township of Brick, in the County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appropriating $1,800,000 therefore, including a grant received or expected to be received from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Green Acres Program in the amount of $1,200,000, and authorizing the issuance of $1,800,000 in bonds or notes of the Township to finance the cost thereof.
Mayor Crate.
Thank you. This is the exciting one a lot of people are excited about, as are we. This bond ordinance secures the funds needed to acquire a 31-acre suite on Laurel Avenue in Bretton Woods. Thanks to the participation and support from the Ocean County Natural Lands Trust, the township is now protecting this property from a proposed 59-home subdivision, not only today, but in perpetuity. It will remain open space, which greatly benefits all of the residents of Brick. We are looking forward to working with the Trust for Public Lands on the 6 acres the township is carving out of this project to allow for a small playground and better access to the Osborneville School. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion. Second.
Open to council, closed council. Open to public on the bond only. Yes, sir.
Good evening, David Penabianco, 503 Glenwood Avenue. This bond is going to be supported by what? How are they going to pay it back?
It is going to be part of our capital program this year.
Okay, so that means it's going to come out of our taxes?
Mrs. Bergen, do you want to better explain?
Sure, so we're bonding for a portion. The large portion of the acquisition cost is being covered by the County Natural Lands Trust. We are bonding the municipal portion. That will then subsequently be reimbursed in large part by the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Green Acres Program. We will then seek the Trust for Public Lands, who have spoken with us about helping us fund the improvements that we talked about, bifurcating from the project, the playground area, and the access to the school. So we have multiple revenue sources coming in to offset the cost of this project. It's required for us to bond it upfront in advance and then be reimbursed.
Now, if there's any issues with the property being contaminated, are we going to have to absorb that cost as well?
Phase 1 reports have already been completed, so there is no issue.
There's no contamination?
That's correct.
Because every time this town gets involved in a property, we lose money. I've watched my taxes go up 500% since I'm living here. I see a lot of old senior citizens around me moving out because they can't afford it. Every time this town gets involved in buying property, we should not be involved in real estate. We should be involved with the community and taking care of the community. I am against this 100%. I don't want to see any more money added to my taxes because the town wants to buy property. We're not a real estate. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes. You want to go? You'll go next.
Sam Foster, 108 Chico Drive. Just to clarify, we're on number 7, ordinance on second reading, correct?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling very well tonight, so. I have a question about you. Ocean County commissioners now, they do a great job with preserving open space over the years, and they've partnered with Brick in the past. I believe it was on the side of Main Looking Road, Marina, not the park there, but I forgot the name of it now.
They just did the.
Traders Cove, I think it was. I think it was Traders Cove, yeah. Is Brick Township allowed to partner with or has Brick Township considered the possibility of partnering with the Ocean County Commissioners so that you can, to reduce the tax liability to Brick Township residents by having this acquisition of property for open space combined with them so that it's spread out, not just with
They
Brick?
are.
Oh, that is being done right now? Is that pretty much standard that we do?
For any large parcel.
Yes, so we typically look to partner with the Ocean County Natural Lands Trust because they contribute a significant amount, and our portion is much less smaller than it would have been if we did it on our own.
Yeah.
So we did this as a partnership with them, and we're very grateful for their participation.
Yeah, because I attend very all the meetings, commissioner meetings, they're called commissioners now.
Yep.
So
Okay,
the
that's,
Ocean County Natural Lands Trust is a division of the Ocean County Board of Commissioners.
okay, I guess the township has exhausted or at least looked into federal and state aid as well. That's pretty standard?
We're looking at a Green Acres reimbursement grant.
Okay, yeah, thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Finelli? Anybody else from public? Yes.
Carry my tie-dye jacket for all you people who stand at the Brenton Woods meeting. I'm Cheryl Olson. I have been to all the Brenton Woods meetings, as I'm so glad we're almost done because I only have 2 more pages in my book left. So thank you all, council, for stepping up and lobbying to acquire this land. I know many of us, there are people, of course, who are not for it. That's the nice thing about democracy. There were many people for it. So I personally was for it, and I'm glad it's gone. It has been it has been acquired. I do have a question regarding the playground. Will that be something that will be addressed in the future? I'm kind of curious about what the plans were exactly and such, because they do already have a playground. I understand getting in and out of that place is no picnic. So it's going to be nice to have the reconfigured.
Yes.
But 6 acres is a lot in addition to the playground they already have. Will there be some kind of public thing coming up about that we can hear what the details are?
Yes, so we are separating, we're bifurcating, we're going to subdivide, and that'll be a section that's outside of what's being funded by the Ocean County Natural Lands Trust, because we want to use it for active recreation, and it is not what Natural Lands Trust funds. It would be replacing the existing playground and allowing them to reconfigure the school grounds for more optimal use of flow and traffic and et cetera, so this will be in replacement of it, but it will be a public park.
It'll be a public park. That's good. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Anybody else? Yes.
Hello, Adam Anderson, 27 Atlantic Drive. I live right next to Angela Hibbert Park. With the new park that's coming from the Acres, is there any way we could switch pickleball from that very popular park to more inwards? Is that a possibility with all the noise and constant, or is that kind of impossible?
I think what's there is going to remain there.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you very much, and thank you for voting to save the woods. Thank you
I
very much.
understand. Thank you. Yes.
Good evening. I'm Willie DeCamp with Say Barnegat Bay. We have an office at 117 Haynes Road in Toms River. Thank you again. I thanked you 2 weeks ago, but thank you again. It's really helpful to the environment for many reasons, including the water quality of Barnegat Bay. And I wouldn't even have come up here except that the neighbors surrounding Bretton Woods, who are so capable of speaking out assertively when they're not in this room, tend to go quiet when they get in here. So, but I know there's many neighborhoods very, very grateful for this. And I know that 2 neighbors came to see Joanne and Tara Paxton about a week ago, just to talk over what's going to go on at the playground. And there was very open ears on the part of the planners. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else on this ordinance? Sir, come on up.
Still having public comment after this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you remember the last meeting, I threw out
I
some
remember.
numbers, which you thought was my opinion, but it wasn't. I'll let you know when I'm giving my opinion. The numbers I gave out were 59 houses, 3 and 4 bedroom, roughly $10,000 taxes, rough. That comes out to $590,000 a year in lost tax revenue. I also said if you multiply that out by 40, which is the amount of ridiculous years that you're bonding this, that would come out to $23.6 million in lost revenue. However, because I didn't have all my numbers, that does not include any increases, all right? And nobody knows what the future's going to hold in tax increases, so I went back 25 years from the time I moved here to see what we have in history. And in 25 years, my taxes went from $6,300 to $13,300, or about 100% increase in 25 years. It actually comes out to 4.12%. So if you project that out over the next 25 years, that 23.6 million actually doubles, all right? Comes out to 47 million and change, but that only goes out 25 years. Add another 15 years to that, you're probably looking at $60 million in lost revenue in this township. That's a lot of money. Now, here's my opinion part. If if you were a publicly traded corporation, the stockholders would be looking to rip your head off. Oh, by the way, that does not include the tax revenue that you're not collecting when you gave the special deal to the sports complex.
Anybody else from the public on this one? Seeing none, close public roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Minikino.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to our public comment.
Please note that each person addressing the council during any section of the meeting during which public comment is permitted shall limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes pursuant to Brick Township Administrative Code, Section 2-33B.
Yes.
If you put it to me or the other man. Sam Foster, Winnetica Drive. I'm going to make this quick because I have a couple things to get to. First of all, I want to congratulate now Mayor Crate. I think she's a good person. I was talking to Ms. Bergen earlier. I'm sorry that the mayor isn't here tonight, because I wanted to congratulate him. He's a good person. I really like him a lot. I really do. Worked on his campaign. He's the only survivor from that team there, but sorry to put it so fatalistically like that. But anyway, now that Lisa Crate is no longer a councilwoman, how, I guess her seat up there is going to be filled by another process whereby the Democratic Party nominates 3 people and then the council votes, am I correct?
Yes, it's the same process that the 3 candidates were chosen, or the 3 nominees were chosen for mayor.
Okay, I know it's none of my business or anything, is it? Because I'm no longer, I resigned years ago as an Ocean County Democratic Committeeman, so I would have had to say, but I'd just like to say that I would hope that the Democrats would seriously consider Kathy Russell. She's a really good person. I've known her for years. She served us very well as a councilwoman under the Scarpelli administration back in when we had a really good government, and she's a very good person. She really is, and if her health is up to it, but she's a really good person. I know it's, I really don't have anything to say officially now because I'm no longer I resigned years ago. But that's just, I just hope that you would take that into account because she's a very great person. And I think very highly of Councilman, now Mayor Crate, so thank you. Now, I asked this question years ago when then freeholder John Bartlett resigned because of his health problems, and they were 6-6, it was even. And I asked, what happens if there's a tie vote? Oh, first of all, how long before you have that election? Is that going to be at the next meeting?
To choose, the municipal committee has 15 days to present the council or the clerk with the 3 names.
Do you think it'll be done by the next meeting, or you don't know?
It's up to the municipal committee.
Okay. Yeah, since we have a 3-3, split thing here, 6-6, if there is a tie vote, it just means that there's no tiebreaker from the mayor or anything like that, correct? It would just be, if something comes up for a vote and the vote is tied, it would mean it just wouldn't pass, correct? There's no tiebreaker vote, correct?
I don't believe so. Mr. Starkey?
Right, that's governed by state law, and I believe that a tie vote, the seat remains vacant until the next election.
Yeah, that's the way it was with the freeholders. They said it doesn't pass if it's tied. I didn't know if we would be different if the business administrator or the mayor would have a tie-breaking vote. And, this is going back a ways. We've had so many turnovers in town. I have a question about why when Chief Riccia resigned, why wasn't Deputy Chief Ling appointed mayor? Because he was the deputy chief.
Deputy chief retired, I believe, December 1st?
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, so we've lost a police chief and a deputy police chief. Both of them, well.
The mayor gets to choose who is deputy chief
Yeah.
and chief.
So is that position going to be filled, deputy chief, or is it good?
It's been filled.
Oh, who's the new one?
Deputy Chief Gerling.
Gerling? Yeah, I know that the forester, I think, is the new mayor, correct?
No, he is the new chief.
Oh.
Dave Forrester.
I said mayor, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not feeling well, so I'm not having a very coherent night. I apologize. But, yeah, so it's Forester's mayor. No, I say it again. Forrester, don't worry, after this I'm going home, so you're not going to hear from me anymore, because I've not had a good day. I have good days and bad days, but thank you for bearing with me. You know, I'm disabled, so it's not I'm having one of those nights. So Forrester is chief of police, and
Gerling
Gerling is the deputy chief. Okay, I'm not going to say anything
You
else.
just call
'cause-
him Chief in DC. It's easy. You don't have to remember anything then.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, and congratulations once again to Mayor Crate.
Anybody else? Mr. Sluka.
Good evening. John Sluka, 950 Sylvia Court. I'm going to read my letter dated February 24th. Dear Mayor Ducey, Council President Heather DeYoung, all the councilmen, councilwomen, residents of Brick, and workers as well of Brick and Ocean County. I mentioned a few things last meeting that I was hoping would get addressed. One was the sports complex, and that was brought up. The other thing is the bullying inside and outside of schools, not just in schools. This keeps getting more and more national attention, so I'm broaching the subject once again because my monthly question as to what is getting done to address the toxins of the Garden State Parkway will be next. More attention has been given lately to the subject in the TV news as well as the printed news, so my question is, what is truly being done about the bullying? Although I am sure most of the problem occurs in schools, there seems to be, and they seem to be trying to address the problem, it seems that much support is needed from the town, the courts, the police, parents, and teachers. We have heard of many cases of bullying, suicides caused by the bullying, and one of those situations has occurred locally here in Ocean County. What's the penalty for bullying, both inside and outside school? I know the resource officers in the schools are doing a lot of work, but we have heard of fights in the school hallways and on the buses as well. I was hoping this could be addressed at the meeting, the council, and brought up for the school board meeting, and I'm going to bring it up for the school board meeting as well. My regular part of my letter about the toxins of the Garden State Parkway. 14 to 20 foot high pollution, noise, safety walls along the side of the Garden State Parkway are needed in Evergreen Woods, Primrose Garden, Greenbrier, Birchwood, Briar Mills, Brick High, Town Hall, and other areas of Brick and Ocean County. Large trees and thick brush that were destroyed by the New Jersey Turnpike Authority Commissions on the Garden State Parkway should be replanted for the health of the Brick and Ocean County residents. Various studies proved that the ill effects of these particulates being sent through the air to our lungs from the Garden State Parkway will cause bedridden lives and premature deaths to many of our seniors. Studies of air pollution have proven over the years, over and over again, that the toxins from the high-volume areas harm our citizens. The New Jersey Turnpike Authority Commissions have left a legacy of autism, asthma, COPD, lung and mouth cancer, heart attacks, and premature deaths in our area. Our neighbors, or even the relatives and friends of these poor people afflicted with autism, asthma, COPD, lung cancer, emphysema, bronchitis, lingering heart and lung ailments feel the pain every day. The National Institute of Health, National Library of Medicine states that residential proximity to a major highway is associated with the features of asthma control in children, and they conclude that the distance from a major highway has a physiological and an inflammatory feature of asthma, as shown in the samples of asthmatic children that are between 6 and 17 years old. Closer residential proximity to a major roadway is associated with increased respiratory systems, altered pulmonary function, and a greater magnitude of airway and systematic inflammation. For those interested in children's health, this should be a concern. The International Agency for Research on Cancer shows that exposure to high concentrations of pollutants have an important health implication. An international team of lung experts have new evidence from a study in shanty towns near Lima, Peru, that teens living immediately next to a busy highway have increased risk of allergies and asthma. The odds can go up by 30% for developing allergies to dust mites, pet hairs, and mold if you live near that highway. And this can double and have actual asthmatic symptoms, such as wheezing and using medications to help them breathe properly. The study published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology online is believed to be the first to link heightened rates of allergic disease and exposure to traffic-related pollution as a possible reason for increased rates of asthma along major traffic routes. To save the people of Brick and Ocean County in areas such as Evergreen Woods, Greenbrier, Brick High, Town Hall, Birchwood, and other areas, this action needs to be taken. We must really help the health of the citizens. I guess that's it. Thank you for your time. I yield back 25 seconds.
Very good. Anybody else from public? Yes. Yeah.
I don't need 5 minutes. If the three candidates that you put up for mayor were three people I never heard of, I was going to ask you what the criteria was for picking a mayor, but I guess I don't have to do that now. So congratulations. Oh, by the way, are you a first if we don't count the mayor for a day sitting next to you?
No, I'm the second, actually, female. Only other female was
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Brick does not have an elected female
Uh,
mayor.
Say what?
Brick does not have an elected female mayor.
Oh, they haven't?
Yeah.
Not yet?
Yes.
Well, I guess you have, I guess you have 8
That's
months
the
to
word.
decide whether you're going to want the chair back. I'll vote for you if you do. Second question is, what happens with the empty chair?
The municipal committee has 15 days to do the whole process over, but this time for a council seat instead of the mayor.
Who's going to do that?
The Democratic Municipal Committee.
Oh, they do the same thing?
Same process all over again.
Okay, well, then you can anticipate if it's somebody I never heard of, I'm going to ask the question.
There you go.
And just for my own information, tonight we were back to doing the Student of the Month.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line, we stopped doing that, so I have 2 questions. Why did you stop doing it? And why did you start doing it again?
COVID, and I remembered that we were doing it, so I decided to do it.
Oh, you remembered that we were doing it, and decided to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a suggestion.
What's that?
You had 12 names
Yes.
tonight. 2 of them were here.
Yep.
Oh, if you're going to do it, you need to come up with some way to get more participation than you had tonight. And by the way, I would suggest that if we're going to honor students from the school district, at least some of the administrators from the school district should come and get the kids to come here with them.
Noted.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Seeing none, close public. Mrs. Bergen. You're up.
Thank you so much. So I want to give a special shout out to Rob and Scott.
Thank you,
our
Robin,
Police
for
officers, what kind of work they had tonight. Wow. And with that, I'll just say on behalf of the township employees, welcome to Mayor Free. We're excited for you and for Brick Township, and of course, we're here to help you. So welcome.
Mayor, would you like to say anything?
I'm being very
Oh,
short.
you go first.
I just want to say congratulations to Mayor Crate, and I also look forward to working with her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's,
I'm not-
You're next.
I'm messing this up already. I'm so sorry. I want to thank the council again for entrusting me with this position. I really appreciate your support and all the kind words that you said. Thank you. I look forward to working with Ms. Bergen and all of the department heads and everyone else throughout town in order to continue to make Brick as great of a town as it already is. We can always do better. And since I just spoke, I don't have a ton of updates just yet, but I do want to point out that the mayor's mock trial is taking place on March 21st here in the courtroom. I don't have the time. I think it's 5:30, but I'm not sure. Do the time 6 o'clock, thank you. And, if you want some great drama, I hear it's very fun to see and watch, so I invite the public to come out and join us for that mock trial. And then also, the Brick Hero Awards are taking place on March 31st at 7 p.m. at Brick Township High School. This is our opportunity to celebrate our everyday citizens, that are not so everyday because they've done some wonderful and heroic things throughout town. So we invite the public to come out and celebrate those citizens and heroes with us on that day. So again, that's on March 31st at 7 o'clock at Brick Township High School, and we hope to see you there. And I look forward to talking with everyone and meeting with everyone over the next few weeks, and really beginning to develop a new relationship with Brick Township. I really look forward to working with everyone. So thank you, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
I'll just say congratulations to Mayor Crate on her recent appointment, and I've worked with her for all these years, and I look forward to continuing.
Thank you. Mrs. Murphy.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Councilman Albanese.
Congratulations, Mayor Crate, and I'm sure you'll do a fine job.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
My heartfelt congratulations to Mayor Crate, and I want to thank Mayor Crate's family for the sacrifices that you're going to be making on a regular basis during the time that she is mayor. So thank you in advance for all of your future sacrifices. And we want to acknowledge and congratulate the Students of the Month. I'm so happy to see Susan Lydecker's program come back again. I love recognizing achievements of our BRIC students who work hard academically. I also want to congratulate our BRIC cheerleaders. I love the fact that we have such wonderful athletes, and I want to support that athleticism. And congratulations, lastly, to Bretton Woods on a wonderful accomplishment that really has its heart in the community itself. Thank you.
Councilman Ambrosino.
It's never easy following Councilwoman Pontoriero. I would like to congratulate Mayor Crate. I think the only thing left to do, though, as well as thank the lovely Girl Scouts who led us in the Pledge of Allegiance today. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Councilman Minikino.
Thank you. This is what I get for following all of them. They stole all my thunder, but Mayor Crate, congratulations. I look forward to working with you, and we got this. Thank you.
Vice President Zapsik.
Thank you, Council President. I've had the honor of working alongside of Lisa Crate as a council colleague for the last 8 years. Over that time, I've gotten to know Lisa as Lisa the running mate, Lisa the educator, Lisa the wife and mom, Lisa the animal enthusiast, Lisa the artist, Lisa the baker extraordinaire, and now Lisa the mayor. Lisa throws herself fully into everything she does, and I expect this new role as mayor of New Jersey's 13th largest municipality will be no different. Lisa is wickedly smart, sharply funny, and is compassionate, kind, and caring towards everyone she meets. She is absolutely 100% the perfect person to be mayor of Brick. Congratulations, Mayor. That's all I have.
Thank you. Now I have to follow that. Jeez. Again, congratulations, Mayor. Totally look forward to working with you. And I know that you are continuing with the ideals that John Ducey had instilled in all of us. Our fiscal conservatism, our trusting our amazing township employees, trying to always do more with less to try to keep our budget as tight as possible, keep our small town feel in our 13th largest municipality in the state, as well as always keeping the best interest of our residents. And, you know, we always strive day in and day out of continuing to make Brick better. So I look forward to that. Thank you. That's all I have this evening. Our next scheduled public meeting is held on March 14th. Can I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Done.